I'm Jackie and welcome to Game Time. As a game head, my whole world revolves around games. I get up in the morning, I'm thinking about games. All day, every day I'm thinking about games. Then at nighttime, I have a few minutes of me time, and then I go to bed and I'm thinking about games. What I'm trying to say is, when it comes to games, I'm experienced, okay? I'm no spring chicken, this ain't my first rodeo, and I've been around the block. The game block, that is. I never go around the real block, because one time a construction worker glared at me, so now I never go that way. Game heads recognize game heads too. When a bunch of experienced gamers get together, it's like a bunch of jazz greats getting together and jamming out in a dark old dingy jazz bar right before the audience starts to leave. But it can be intimidating for a new gamer to play with other more experienced gamers. So I've put together a list of gaming faux pas for every gamer to avoid. So what's a faux pas, you ask? A faux pas is when you do something bad and stupid when you shouldn't have done that. Like, remember the time you met the Queen and then you started scratching your butt right in front of the Queen? Remember that? When you did a butt scratch so intensely butt scratching that you put your hand right down the back of your pants in front of the Queen? Yeah, that was a faux pas. How do you even say multiple faux pas? Is it faux pauses or faux pie? Let's not even worry about it. Here's my top 4 gaming faux pas. Number 1, pay attention. Nobody wants to wait around for you because you're not paying attention. It drives me crazy when I have to keep telling people in a game, hello, it's your turn, hey, it's your turn, move your piece, hey, pick up a card, and etc., etc. If you're gonna play a game, you've gotta commit. And if you're one of those people that's afraid of commitment, then get out of my game and into my diary. Number 2, respect the board. No matter what you're playing, it's important to take care of every little piece. That means no bending the cards and getting the edges all frilly, no throwing the dice so hard that they fall on the floor, and no getting your sticky honey-covered fingers all over my balderdash. You're not the first person to play this game, and you won't be the last. And by the way, if you are gonna come over to my house and screw up my game and get it all dirty and messy and broken and all that,
I will end you.
Number 3, be cool. Freaking out during a game is a huge faux pas. Of course everybody wants to win and we're all competitive, but don't go nuts on everybody just because you're losing at the game of life. Being a jerk or saying something gross, not a good look. And plus, it's only making you look like even more of a loser. Toot toot! All aboard, it's me, your captain, on the sportsmanship. Oh. Number 4, don't cheat. Cheating is the ultimate gaming faux pas, and anytime you cheat, you're really just cheating yourself. How, you ask? I don't know, you just are, okay? Let's not worry about it. All I can say is, I pity any fool who lies in bed at night thinking, oh, I'm so happy I cheated and betrayed the trust of my friends and family as I slither ever closer to becoming an actual slime-covered snake person. See, I never cheat. Do I win every game? Absolutely not, but I mean, I got all my teeth, at least. I got that going for me. So there you have it. Those are the 4 faux pas you need to avoid when playing games. But what do you think is the ultimate gaming faux pas? Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching.